87% of small businesses die. Is yours going to be one of them? Qualified leads are the lifeblood of your business. And without them, you won't generate new customers. And without enough new customers, you'll be joining that 87% club. I want you on a different path. So let's get on to the show.
You're listening to Be in Demand, the podcast for honest advice, inspiring stories, and ideas for growing your business by leveraging the expert that you are. I'm your host, Laurie-Ann, business mentor, and I'm also a reformed painfully shy girl, red wine lover, and exercise enthusiast. Join me as I share how being positioned as the expert in your industry, even if it's a busy one, will help you stand out and be the one in demand to hire and work with.
So this episode is about some of the changes that I have made to my premium program, In Demand Signature Speech. And I want to share with you why I made these changes and how they are actually going to help you. Because as you know, speaking is the fastest way to grow your business. It's the fastest way to get visible. It's the fastest way to grow your email list and any other form of marketing that you can think of. Speaking's the fastest way. And there are so many different stages. You get to decide what stages match your personality because that's where you'll show up. If you're having more fun on that particular stage, then that's what you should stick with. If it happens to be IG Lives, IG Stories, collaboration, doing podcasts or podcast guesting or live streaming, there's so much more than just in-person stages. That's right. There are over 7,500 speaking opportunities every single day in the US. And there's over 20,000, that's a 2 with 4 zeros, globally every single day. Let's get you in front of some of those opportunities that have your ideal clients in the audience. So here's why I changed in-demand signature speech. And the only changes that I actually made was I've added some things into it because my desire is to have you successful. I want you crafting a presentation that you are so proud of, that you are going to be excited to deliver, and that is going to convert your audience. So part of the program, and if you've never heard anything about in-demand signature speech, I'm going to run you through the 9 different modules. The first one is on the foundations, because there are some goals and decisions that you need to make before crafting any signature speech, before crafting any presentation. There are just some goals, and I do the Stephen Covey thing, and you need to start with the end in mind. And so there are certain questions that you just got to answer so that we almost have the framework for the particular speech that you are crafting. And when you come into in-demand signature speech, you are crafting a 60-minute presentation. And then I teach you how to take that 60-minute presentation and cut it down to 45, to 30, to 20 minutes, and maybe even 15 minutes, because you never know when a meeting planner comes up to you and says, the person before you is going way over time and you're just before lunch. Can you knock it down by 15 minutes? And you're going to look like a pro because you are going to say, of course. And I'm going to show you exactly how to do that. Module 2. Speaker confidence. I want you not to just to look like a professional and look confident. I want you to feel confident on the inside as well. So I am going to be talking a lot about how you should be thinking, how you should be feeling, how you should be standing, because I know that if you can become that speaker confident, you are going to craft the most amazing presentation. So that is why it's one of the earlier modules, and it's not in the back when we start talking about speaker tips. I want you to get into that mindset, I want you to embody that speaker confidence, and that's what's going to help you step into and craft the most amazing presentation. Remember, you want your speech to be compelling, captivating, and most importantly, converting. Module 3, your catchphrase. I don't know if you caught the free masterclass, but if so, you can type down below and you can actually watch the replay from your catchphrase, how to craft your onstage catchphrase masterclass. But your catchphrase is a short, pithy statement that you are going to use again and again and again, and you're going to get known for this phrase. And you'll use this phrase on and off the stage, and you can infuse it in your copy, in your website, not just when you're speaking in front of audiences. The next module, attention grabbing openings. What I know about speaking from my over 2 decades of speaking is that if you don't grab the audience's attention right from the beginning, they are picking up their phones. And I don't want that for you. I want the audience to be paying attention to you. So we need to grab their attention. Give them something to lean in to listen to you, which leads us to the next module, which is establishing your authority. Because what I know about audiences is you've got their attention, but then they lean back a little. And it's like, okay, but why should I listen to you? And that's entirely what this particular next module is all about. This next section of your presentation, you establish your authority. This is not one of those, you read your resume. This is not where you feel like Miss Braggy Pants, but you are going to share your authority, why you are an expert on this particular topic and why they should continue listening to you. And I also suggest that you also make it a little personal, because I want the audience to feel like, oh, she's one of us, like I'm connecting with her, because that's when you're really going to tap into the audience's hearts, their minds, and their souls. The next section is why you're speaking. This is where the teaching and the value section comes in. You are going to learn my process and why it's 3 points that you're teaching the audience. And you're going to learn my unique process that you're going to use your catchphrase, you're going to defend your catchphrase, but this is the teaching part. And inside that teaching part is the next module. We're going to talk about seeds to selling. That's what I call it. You are going to be planting and sprinkling little itty bitty seeds so that the audience is thinking, oh, she's got another presentation. Oh, she does private one-on-one coaching. Oh, she does consulting. I want the audience to know about all the other things that you do. And this is part of my secret sauce, and this is that converting part. This is what allows my clients to actually sell from the stage in situations where they say, you can't promote your products or services. We do it in such a slight way that you're tapping into the subconscious desires and goals and dreams of the people that are in your audience. This is where the magic happens. And then there's the masterful closing. This is where you literally are going to tie a bow on your beautiful presentation. You are confidently going to bring it to an ending, along with delivering your call to action. And then what speaking program would be a speaking program without speaking tips? You are going to learn tips from my over 2 decades of speaking that are going to give you the biggest bang for your buck, because I want you to look like a pro right from the get-go. I want those meeting planners to see you present and be like, wow, we got him to come into our meeting, our conference. I had no idea. Like, I just want them to be raving about you. Because remember, the 3 C's lead to the 3 R's, which is compelling, captivating, and most importantly, converting, lead to your audience raving about you, remembering you, and referring you. So I have some bonuses that go along with in-demand signature speech, and they are a speaking template. This is to organize your thoughts so that it's almost like the framework of your house. We're going to organize your thoughts so that you don't overteach, you don't overload your audience, you don't confuse them. The next is a masterclass on humor. In the speaking world, we say, the more they laugh, the more money you make. and you are going to learn how to infuse your signature speech with humor, even if your topic is serious, or even if humor doesn't come naturally to you. And I have brought in a specialist who taught this masterclass. And which leads me to the next masterclass. Again, another expert, storytelling, a storytelling masterclass. Stories educate, entertain, and sell for you. I want you to learn how to find, craft, and tell your story to move your audience and have a lasting impact. You'll also learn how to ensure that the audience walks away with the lessons that you set for the presentation. And if you don't feel like you have any good stories, don't worry. We are going to help you find the right stories. The next bonus is 9 live group Q&A calls. This is where you get on-the-spot coaching, you get to practice, and you get instant feedback. This is where the magic happens. This program is designed that you're going to be getting video trainings each week, and then there's some implementation weeks. So you're also going to have these Q&A calls so that you can actually get your questions answered. And you know that in a group setting, you learn from other people's questions. You just can't help it. Another bonus is the community, and this is priceless because you really should surround yourself with like-minded people who are going to encourage you, support you, and who believe in you. This is the place where you can share, you can receive, and you can give honest feedback while practicing your presentation and your stories in front of a small community that is loving on you. And another bonus is that you have lifelong access to all of these trainings and videos. This is one training that I guarantee that you will use again and again and again. I have made so much money from speaking through the years, from referrals to gaining clients to getting referred to other stages. And I guarantee that you are going to experience the exact same thing. You're not just going to be crafting one presentation. You can come back to this and craft another presentation and then another presentation. And my step-by-step process will help you do that. And if you do sign up, there are some fast action bonuses. Don't know when you're going to be listening to this, but I'm just going to encourage that you go to speakandstandout.com/SS. But I'll just give you a taste of what these fast action bonuses are. One is a speaking pitch template, which is going to go with the Get Booked to Speak masterclass. I want you to not just have a presentation, a beautiful signature speech. I want you to use it, but I want you to get in front of the right audiences. So that's what the Get Booked masterclass is for. And then if you don't know what you're going to say once you find those perfect events, that's why there are these pitch templates for you to use. And my clients have said they work, they use them, they get booked, they get rebooked, and they love them. And they're short, sweet, to the point. And it's my philosophy on how you should get booked for speaking events. There's also a speaker agreement. I want you to look like a pro right from the very beginning with a speaker agreement. It's not a contract, but this agreement is to confirm all the details, no matter what your current fee is. And this agreement will establish your value, your credibility, and your professionalism. And then I've also added a testimonial masterclass, because we all know that social proof is what makes other buyers, future buyers, feel more comfortable about making that purchase, about people booking you. So I want testimonials to be so easy for you that you almost do it on autopilot. So this is a masterclass that I brought in an expert. She's a copywriter. She specializes in SEO and testimonials. And you are going to love this masterclass. So there's lots of great value for those people who are quick to decide and are like, I want to do this. And feel free to reach out to me if you have any other questions. I'm here to make sure that this is the right people are in this group, And I want to make sure that you start tapping into the 7,500 speaking opportunities that are here in the US and the 20,000 opportunities that are every single day globally. And those numbers don't include like podcast guesting, live streaming, hosting your own events, doing collaborative live streams, crafting videos. I mean, you name it. There are so many different stages, and we will go over all of that. This is one program that you are going to use again and again and again. And by the end of 12 weeks, you will have a completed signature speech that you are so proud to deliver in front of an audience. So feel free to visit the page, the sales page, which is speakandstandout.com/SS for signature speech. And if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me. The best place to DM me is over on Instagram, and I will make sure that you get all your questions answered. Or if you're right on the sales page, you can actually, there's probably an icon down at the bottom so that you can submit your question and get answered quickly. So until next time, be in demand.